So I know I always talk about freight forwarding, and obviously this is my passion, and it's really, really important to me, giving people good logistics information all the time. But I want to talk a little bit about, hopefully that a lot of the younger people that are listening to this would appreciate, which is the power of compounded interest. And unfortunately, I've learned that way too late in my life, that really investing, and many people think investing is really risky, and especially when people are looking at the stock market today, they're getting very, very scared, right? But I actually personally think it's the greatest and biggest opportunity to start right now. And the biggest thing that we have started, and we make a lot of our employees do this too, by the way, is to really invest a small percentage on a weekly or monthly basis. And the funny part is, if you automate it, which you can automate it with Robinhood or many other trading platforms out there, you got to realize that once you automate it, it's super, super easy, and you many times forget about it. And then once you look in this account 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years later, you realize, wow, there's quite a bit of money in there. So I'm going to jump into a quick screen sharing to show you the true power of compounded interest and how amazing that could be. All right, so here we are with our little screen sharing like I told you about. So let's say we start with zero money, and let's say we're only putting $10 a month in that. And to be honest, guys, if you can't put $10 a month away, I mean, that's a drink or a sandwich, right? And if you're 18 years old and you're gonna retire with 68, that's 50 years. You know, 10% I'm using as, because that's the average S&P 500 return. I think it's like 10.58% or something like that. And it's compounded monthly because you're putting it every month, right? So that actually turns out to be $173,000, right? And you can see here that that's really the power of the compounded interest, right? That it kind of goes up like that. Like if you look at the from year 30, you went from 22,000 to 173. But now let's say this is $100 a month, right? And we're calculating that, right? $100 a month gets to 1.7 million. So many people are saying, hey, I want to be a millionaire, I want to be wealthy. But what I don't realize is that you can do that. You just have to be consistent, you know? And I personally think $100 is really not a lot, right? That's $100 a month. That's $25 a month that you can put away. So look at what you currently waste money with, you know. And here at XPORT, we're also looking at this on a more on the company side, right? So what is a company that you put away? So if you're a young entrepreneur, you know, and your company makes, I don't know, for argument's sake, $10,000 of profit a month, you know, maybe it's okay to put $2,000 away, right? 20% of what you make, you know. If you're a young company, that $2,000 a month, if you start at 18, which is maybe a little extreme, but that turns into $34 million. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is that if you are a young entrepreneur or just starting off in the industry, you know, try to put a little bit of money away and, you know, invest it into an S&P 500, NASDAQ, Dow index fund, right? Don't, you know, very, very simple. Again, you can automate that at Robinhood very easily. That's just how I personally do it. Every month, every week, sorry, I do it weekly. Every week, there's a certain amount pulled out, and I'm dividing that between a NASDAQ and an S&P 500 fund. The ones that I'm using is VOO, VBR, and QQQ. Those are the three. So the VBR is a small cap fund, and then the VOO is the S&P 500. The small cap, I like it because these are companies that are smaller in the last, I don't know, 30 or 40 years or so. They actually have a better return. So all I'm telling you is, if you're a young company, start reinvesting, and it will be so nice. You will thank me in 20 years from now. As you can see, putting as little as $2,000 away per month for 50 years can turn into $34 million. Of course, not, you know, talking about inflation. That's a little bit that I wanted to do. I know it's not freight forwarding, but I thought that's really important to share. Let me know if you have any questions.